Alright guys, what's going on? It's Rahul here, back again with another video. I'm not sure when you're going to be getting this. You're probably going to get it, this is definitely going to be late, as I am recording this like an hour or two, after the trade went down. But anyways, I'm just going to be reacting to the Carson Wentz trade, and yeah, you guys know what to do. Make sure to hit that like button if you guys enjoyed, as it really helps out the channel. Subscribe if you guys are new and enjoy the videos on here, so you don't miss out on any new videos. And we're also on the road to 500 subscribers, and it would mean a lot to me if we could reach that goal. And as a special, once we hit 500 subscribers, I will react to my first two videos. So if you guys want to see that and enjoy the content on here, make sure to subscribe. But with that being said, let's just get this video started. So I do want to say real quick that this video is going to be unscripted, so yeah, I might stumble over my words a little bit, but yeah, anyways, going on to the Carson Wentz trade. So the Eagles, they traded Carson Wentz to the Indianapolis Colts for 2021 third-round pick and a conditional 2022 second-round pick that can turn into a first if the Eagles, if they're like a pretty good team. So yeah, I mean, I guess we'll start with the Colts side real quick. So the Indianapolis Colts, of course, Frank Reich is their head coach, and in the 2017-18 season, when Carson Wentz had his MVP caliber season before, the whole injury, well, he was the offensive coordinator of that team, and a lot of people think that a big reason why Carson Wentz was that good that year was because of Frank Reich. And Frank Reich is obviously a really good coach. And if you ask me, the Colts, I think I was really expecting this. Okay, I mean, there's already a ton of reports before the trade went down that suggesting that Carson Wentz was probably going to be traded to a team like the Colts, and I mean, it made sense. Okay, the Colts, They did need a quarterback after Philip Rivers retired. Carson Wentz, a little bit younger definitely a younger guy. Not only that, but we know how good of a player he can be. Now, obviously, this past year, he was awful. But if he can fix the mechanics in his game, and if they provide him with a good offensive line, which the Colts have, and some good weapons, which the Colts do have, and a good run game, and they have a good defense around him, I think the Colts can be a pretty good team, especially if he performs well. I mean, their success is all dependent on Carson Wentz. If you ask me, I wouldn't say this is a bad trade for the Indianapolis Colts. I guess I might give this like a B or like a B+, something like that. It's not a bad trade for the Indianapolis Colts since, well, Carson Wentz is I think we all know how good of a player he can be. And if he's a pretty good player and bounces back, this team could be really dangerous. Now, I don't know if he will be an MVP candidate, but let's say he's like a pretty good, let's say he's 85% or like 85 to even 90% of his 2017-18 self. The Colts could be a really good team and could give the Tennessee Titans some real problems for the division. Now, going to the Philadelphia Eagles side of things, well, as we said before, they gave up a third-round pick and a conditional 2022 second-round pick, and a lot of people I saw on Twitter were saying, "Oh, this trade is trash for the Eagles." And I mean, I guess it's an okay trade for the Eagles. Like, people are saying, "Oh," I saw some person say, "Oh, they didn't get a first-round pick for former MVP candidate." Like, first off, what you need to understand is Carson Wentz just had by far the worst season of his career and was easily a bottom 5 quarterback this past season. If we're just talking about this past season, he was a bottom 5 quarterback, and his trade value was at an all-time low. And the thing is, they had to get what they got, were trying to get the most out of him. And the thing is, they weren't going to be getting a massive haul because Carson Wentz had a really bad year. And while we do know how good of a player he can be, which definitely, I'm guessing, factored into this trade, I mean, if you ask me, I guess it's an okay trade. And people are saying, "Oh, but they're taking on all that dead money because of that massive contract he got." Well, yeah, they would have to take on it. Either way, I'm pretty sure they would have to. Either way, it really wouldn't matter. They would take on the dead money. And the thing is, I mean, if you ask me, I think this is a decent trade. If you ask me, I'd say it's a win-win trade, except the Colts probably won this more since this is a high risk, but it can also have a high reward too. Since Carson Wentz, as I said before, we know how good of a player he can be. And I guess a grade for the Eagles might be something like, I guess a B is kind of my grade for the Eagles. I like that they're rolling with Jalen Hurts. That's what they're telling me. Since the thing is, Jalen Hurts I mean, the team was playing pretty decent with him. Like, he was actually pretty solid in the games in which he played. Now, the completion percentage could be better, but I do think if you give him a good, let's say the offensive line is improved, let's say the Eagles management decides to be competent this time, and let's say they can surround him with good weapons, I think he can definitely lead the Eagles to a pretty solid, seven to 9, 10 wins. That, I mean, if the Eagles management can put good weapons around him and a good offensive line, and the defense is, just average to above average, the Eagles could be a decent team. And I mean, I guess those are kind of my general thoughts on the Carson Wentz trade, I guess. I mean, if you ask me, it's a win-win trade to me, in my opinion. I mean, I would say the Colts probably won this a little bit more, but I would say it was a win-win trade either way. And yeah, that will wrap up today's video. But real quick, before the video does end, I mean, I think today might be a double upload day. There probably will be another What's Next video for... Yeah, there's probably going to be another What's Next video today, so make sure you guys are on the lookout for that. But with that being said, that's going to officially wrap up today's video. If you guys enjoyed, make sure you hit that like button, as it really helps out the channel and it shows your support for this content. Subscribe if you guys are new and enjoy the videos on here so you don't miss out on any new videos. And we're also on the road to 500 subscribers, and it would mean a lot to me if we could reach that goal. Once we hit 500 subs, I will react to my first 2 videos ever. So if you guys want to see that and enjoy the videos on here, make sure to subscribe. But with that being said, I'm out, you guys.